to another episode of Comics Review. I'm your host, Kevin Starkey. The first comic I want to talk about today is 7 Days from Hell. This is another one of the pilot season comics from Top Cow. This is issue 1, of course, like they all are. And basically they have a site now that you can go vote. It's www.topcow.com. You can go there and find out the details on voting. And this story is about a man who is a paid assassin, basically. And he goes around killing people. He had a girlfriend who was killed. I guess they were engaged. He was about to propose to her at a restaurant. She was murdered. And so then I guess he turned into a... It's not clear. Maybe I didn't read it well enough. But either that event caused him to become this assassin, or maybe he was an assassin before that, I'm not sure. But as he's going to hell, this demon, I guess, rescues him, pulls him back from hell, and says, basically, if you kill people for me, bad people, you can live another 7 days. So basically you get one guy, you have to go find this person, kill them, and then you live another 7 days, and there's another person that you're supposed to kill. Interesting story. The demon is a blonde lady, and he says no, or he thinks she's crazy and tries to kill her, and then she's like, okay, you can go back to hell, and he's like, wait, okay, I'll do it, and then it's action-packed episode basically. It was good. I like the art. It's a good story. And when I got to the end, I thought, wow, this would be an awesome comic. And then I thought about it a little bit more, and I thought, well, I think it would get a little bit old. It would be sort of the same story over and over again, but how do we tweak it and make it a little bit different? And I think, maybe 6 or 7 issues, something like that would be, pretty cool, but I couldn't see collecting, a long-running series where that's the main thing every time. I mean, I guess they could mix it up a little, but I liked it. If you want to pick it up, I think it's a good read. I think you'll have fun. The art's great. So check that one out. And I think I like the other one, maybe Crosshair and Forever. I guess Forever probably is the best. The next one I want to talk about is Soldier Zero. This is a Stan Lee comic. At least that's the way they're selling it. This is by Boom Studios. This is issue 1. And on the inside cover it says Grand Poobah is Stan Lee, and written by Paul Cornell and art by Javier Pina. Now, I guess they're trying to make it seem like this is a Stan Lee comic. I don't know how involved he is. Did he come up with the concept or whatever? But I thought, well, I'll pick it up and see what it's like. At least that way I know what it is. I wasn't expecting to like it, and first of all, the artwork is great. Great colors. Here's the inside first page. The writing is decent. I was surprised. I like it. It's actually quite good. The main character, he was a soldier in Afghanistan, and he got in an accident and lost his... he's paralyzed from the waist down. And it's sort of a little story about him, and then, there's an accident in the end, and basically he becomes this Soldier Zero. I don't want to give too much of that away, but that's sort of the main premise of it. And it's actually quite good. I'm actually surprised. I definitely think I'm definitely going to buy the next one and see how it goes with that one, and then decide, I think, after that. But it's actually quite good. So if you were thinking of getting it and maybe you didn't, you might want to pick it up. It's pretty good. The next comic I want to talk about is Turf. This is issue number 3 from Image Comics. This one is a weird one because it's been at least 3 or 4 months since I've seen number 2. I kept wondering, are they going to even continue with this? It looks like there's 5 of them, so there's 2 more after this. Jonathan Ross is the writer on this, and it's illustrated by Tommy Lee Edwards. And this is a weird concept. This is like gangsters in like the 30s. Then there's also vampires, and there's also aliens. And it's pretty cool artwork. The coloring's great. The writing's really cool. The whole vampire story's really neat. And actually, in this one, you get a lot of the alien stuff, and that's pretty neat too. This one guy, he's a sort of a gangster type. He lost his eye, and he's befriended, or this alien has befriended him, and sort of replaced his eye with some kind of technology, so that the guy can see. And they've sort of teamed up, and I think they're going to end up, trying to defeat the vampires, because sort of the vampires are trying to take over all the different gangs and stuff. And it's actually a really good story. I definitely recommend this one. If the concept sort of seems interesting to you, there's sort of a war going on between some of the vampires, and actually in this one they claim that they're not really vampires; they're something else, which they're very much like vampires. So I'm not really sure what that's all about. But pick it up; it's a good read. I think if you can find, you should be able to find those issues. That's Turf by Image Comics. And then the last one I want to talk about today is Kick-Ass 2. This is issue number 1. Taste the Awesome. This is by Icon. And all right, I have to mention this. Mark Millar or Miller. I've heard it pronounced both ways. And he's the writer on this. And John Romita Jr. is the artist. And I'll just say Miller. Miller World is also the publisher with Icon on this. If you're a fan of Mark Miller or Millar, you're definitely going to pick this up, I'm sure. And I kind of am. I've heard a lot of people recently on some comic podcasts talking about him, and they don't like him, and they don't like his style, and they were sort of bad-mouthing him, and I thought, oh, no. And I picked this up, and I love it. I read the first, Kick-Ass. I saw the movie. And this is just more of the same. It's great writing. The artwork is the same style. Hit Girl's in here. And Kick-Ass. And there's a lot of team-up stuff going on. They're trying to create a sort of like an Avengers group. I'm anxious to see where this goes. I like the other stuff by Millar. So, I highly recommend it. If you're a fan, definitely pick it up. Here's some of the sketches in the back. It's good stuff. And that is it for this week. Please leave a comment here or on YouTube or over on my blog at twodognight.net. And let me know what you're reading. Are you reading any of this stuff I've reviewed here? And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.